finally made it.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time, just after I'd joined the guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me.
Right, here goes! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's over! Here I come! You're finished! This one's gonna be tough! Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix! Demon Fang! Right off! Demon Fang! Mirage! It's on! Burn! We did it! Demon Fang! Come and face me! Demon Fang!
No further! Not on my watch! Crossblade! Cover the caster! Whatever you do, just stay away from the spores! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! In here! Magic Azam! In here! You get the gist. Cyclone! Here goes! Go get it! Sweet dreams! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Oh! Here goes! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Art expert coming through! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Here goes! One more! I can't feel anything.
We finally made it.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help. Hopefully it's nothing that'll...
Hello.
Huh.
Huh?
Kisara.
Right!
Never a dull moment on this journey.
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Yeah, it'd probably mess us up good.
Right, here goes!
Condemned! In here!
It's over!
Here I go! Are those arms even natural? Blah, 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 magic! By Savior! Radiant Spear!
Transform!
Fall into thine own death!
I can handle it! Demon Fang!
Denied!
Demon Fang!
Fall into thine own death!
Stay away from my friend!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking and more doing. Holy Land! First aid!
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade! Sleep now. In here! Don't mind if I do! You get the gist. Wow, I'm impressed. Radiant here!
Rising Wyvern!
Raging Cascade! In here! This'll come in handy.
Run you through!
Blah, 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 magic! Freeze Lancer!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Raging Cascade!
You're mine!
In a bind?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Far enough!
Blow away! Eternal devastation!
I can carve through armor!
Mine! Raging Cascade! This one's mine! Got it! Now's our chance! Raging Cascade! Seal! Annihilation! Cover the counter! Blah, 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 magic! Healing now!
I'll finish you here and now!
You get the gist. Die away!
You're mine!
Art expert coming through! Flame! Reload! In here! Don't mind if I do!
This one's
Blah, blah, blah! Ow! Here's a healing art!
Take this!
First aid!
Ignite!
Hey, let's...
Away!
Lightning!
In a bind?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Field! Lightning descent! Mega ray! Field! Annihilation! Lightning!
It's over!
Fire enough!
Shattering
Blah, 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 magic! In here! Get on here with them!
Save you!
Now it's
Close one! Into the shadows! Blah, blah,
Rising
blah,
Wyvern!
magic!
Let's do it! Finish it!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Strike! This time!
I never miss! Dance in the wind! In here! Into the shadows! Feel! Take care! Poodle!
Damn it! Only I've been more careful.
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Still got some fight left in me!
Burn in hell!
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge! One more time!
Eat this! That's enough!
Leave the hardness to me!
I'll be saving this one!
Far enough!
Here goes! Oh, magic is amped! In here!
I'll smash you!
This'll come in handy! Cyclone! Here's the dance in the wind! Feel! I can't feel anything!
Pay for that!
Quiver flash!
Away!
Still have some fight left in me! I can't hold on much longer! Hey,
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
It's finished!
Wait, let's do it!
You require a head.
Sleep now. Here goes! You get the gist. They're crumbling!
Now beat the crap out!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Close one!
Not today!
Annihilation!
I'll smash you!
Dance in the wind! Annihilation! Feel! In here!
Coming through! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a Raging Cascade! First aid!
Break you all down.
I can't feel any... Reload!
Double team!
Bring you back from Death's Abyss! Resuscitation! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss! Got some fight left in me!
Rising Wyvern!
Resuscitation! Oh, magic! The enemy is going all out!
Sonic Thrust!
Reload! I'm out of ammo! Close one!
See it! It's gonna attack!
Right! Watch out!
Ignite!
Raging Casting!
Prepare to be sealed. Take this.
I can't feel anything.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Rising Wyvern!
I never miss. Power Rod Magic! Freeze Lancer!
Nobody gets by me!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm even stronger than before.
Right, here goes!
I hope this thing is meant
Into
to
the wind!
Really fast.
Here! Art expert coming through! Into the shadows! Dance in the wind!
Others rock
Air thrust!
Rising Wyvern!
Now
Go
you
for the
see what I
weak
did.
Finish it!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Form!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Charge like that.
Pick the wrong fight!
Fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Do it! Magic is there!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Fighting in this state isn't advisable. I hate camping out.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
I think I'll read my book a little more.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Good.
Really now.
We've reached our destination.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go! Sorry.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
We're in for a... long slog with this one. Worth a shot.
Take this!
You have to use the bright area on their backs.
Resonate with the
Anything in armor is mine.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get the armor one.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Raging Cascade! Seal! Mega Ray! Freeze Lancer! Raging Cascade! Searing Flame! Reload!
Burn in hell!
Raging Cascade! Seal! Here!
elusive deity!
I'm out! Freeze Lancer!
It's go time!
Lightning! Raging
Resonate with the
Cascade!
earth!
Going in.
Sleep now!
Denied.
Annihilation!
In a bind? Don't
Mega
suffer
Ray!
in silence! I'll
Annihilation!
smash you!
Raging Cascade!
I'll face you!
In here! I'm Mega Ray!
Piercing ray.
Come on! I'll bring you back from death! Resuscitation!
Benediction
I
light.
still got some fight left in me. Radiant here! Target! Magic is back into the fray! Freeze Lancer!
Eat dirt!
Lightning!
Going in.
Raging Cascade! Here's the healing blade! Seal! More with the Frogman handles it! What? Seal!
Resonate with the earth!
I never miss! Blah 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 magic!
Benediction
Freeze
light.
Lancer!
Heal!
Going in! Annihilation!
Take this!
Annihilation!
Smash you! Benediction light.
Seal!
Heal!
More with the
This one's all mine.
Searing flame! Reload!
Forgive me.
Piercing roar! I'll bring you back from
Burn!
This one's mine.
Resuscitation!
Mine.
Blah 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 magic!
My downfall.
Freeze Lancer!
Torn up.
Elusive deity!
Raging Cascade! Run! Quick now! I'm out!
No further!
I'm all stocked up! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Fred! Handle this!
Begin! Do it! Armor won't save you!
Look sharp.
Eat dirt!
Raging Tiger Blade! Sleep now!
Thrilling performance!
Seal! Get on in there with the others!
Resonate with the earth!
The water! Blah blah blah! Tidal wave!
Look sharp.
Raging Cascade! Sleep now! Blah blah blah! In here!
Begin!
Searing Flame!
In a bind?
Reload!
This one's all
Another
mine.
man watch and
Ignite!
the water doesn't magic is there!
Armor won't save you!
Raging carrying! Seal!
Denied!
I'll be saving this one!
On guard!
Blah 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 magic!
Going in!
Sleep now! I'm ready! Magic
Where
is
are you
there!
going?
Tidal wave! Look sharp! I'm all stuffed up! On guard! Raging cascade!
It's on!
Sleep now!
Elusive deity!
Freeze lancer!
Piercing roar!
Burn in hell!
Healing circle!
And just like that,
I'm back in
Sleep
it.
now!
start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
In a bind?
Seal! And again! Derek all disasters made
Take it!
This one is mine!
I'll smash you!
Nail turn! I'm all stuffed up! Do it!
Make it red!
Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
Dance in the wind! Radiant pierce! Blah 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 magic! Seal! Radiant pierce!
It's on!
Ammo!
You're on!
One more! Tiger ray! I can't heal you forever! Magic is there! Cyclone! Raging cascade! I'm red!
Elusive deity!
Denied!
Where are you going?
Raging cascade! Radiant pierce!
Anything in armor is all
Kick
mine!
off the pressure!
I'm all stuck down in the wind! Sleep now! Look sharp! In here!
In a bind?
All disasters made one! Come forth and healing the pure! Just like the
Tornado God!
All disasters made one! I'm all stuck up!
Burn!
Nail struck!
Elusive deity!
Dance in the wind! Look sharp! Seal!
Can you take it?
Sleep now! Don't mind if I do! Annihilation! Cover the capture! Annihilation!
Ready and where?
Tiger blade!
Heal!
Annihilation! On guard! I never miss!
This one's mine!
I can carve through armor!
This one's all mine!
Lunar blast! On guard! Sleep now!
Do you require a hand?
Lightning attack! Annihilation! Lightning attack! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Far enough!
No armor!
No further.
Stop me!
Here I go!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
In here! This one!
Elusive deity!
Dance in the wind! Feel!
I'll make you!
Tiger blade! Healing raging cascade! Spread! I can do this all day! Gravitas field! Going in!
The enemy's reeling!
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone.
I'll smash you!
Sleep now. I'm all right. One more time. Dance in the wind.
Tornado
In
God!
here.
Where are you going?
Get on in there with the others.
Take this!
Here's a healing arm.
Oh,
Magic is
Resonate
there.
with
In
the
here.
Stalagmite!
This is
It's go time! Now you see what I can do!
Their arts were interrupted.
This is on!
Tiger blade.
Not today!
Reload. I'm at Sleep now. Sealed. Into the shadows. They're not playing around.
Far enough!
Annihilation.
This one's
Nail
mine!
drop.
Tiger blade!
Annihilation.
On guard! That's it! Tiger blade!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
This one's all mine!
Magna ray.
You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation. Dance in the wind.
Take this!
Take care of. Pluto.
I couldn't make it in time.
It's mine. Radiant pierce. Here, let me help. Been a smart. I
with the
never
earth.
miss.
Can't get out of this!
On guard! Will this
Dance in the wind.
The earth!
Seal. Healing circle. I'll be saving this one. Oh, magic is in. Radiant. In here. Seal. That's it. Here goes. Tiger blade. just what the doctor ordered.
Now you see what I can do! Look sharp! That's it!
I can't feel anything.
Shion, go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
So I still had room to grow.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
Okay.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Right.
Excuse me!
Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
One more! Sweet now!
New melody.
Annihilation! Here!
I shall provide assistance.
Annihilation!
A new
Is it
melody.
hot? Just back it out again!
Where's the shot?
Maelstrom! Searing flame! Glad you have your uses. Primed and ready!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
That's
Indeed.
my cue.
But remain ever vigilant.
Shut him down!
Make it rain!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Hi, Hoodle!
I'll smash you!
Denied! Annihilation! Going in!
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
We won that by a mile.
I hate camping out.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Air thrust! Ignite! Blast in the wind! Target field! Do it!
You've got pretty impressive aim there.
Thought of picking up the rifle yourself?
Nah, this is more my style.
Position, precision, timing. All a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your fire.
Sweet dreams! Reload!
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
The heavens must be smiling.
That's far enough!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here! Reload! Ow! Radiant! Here! Whoa! Hey!
I shall ensure
They
you
rush
survive
me!
this.
You gotta jump for cover, okay? Searing flame! Reload! Sleep now! I'm out! I'm on this one!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! We'll leave it to you!
Sleep now! More for the stockpile! I think I'm getting stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Resonate with the earth.
Here! On guard! Field! On guard! Field!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
I never miss! The flashing part's their weak point. Blah, blah, blah.
There are gifts behind me.
Arc sealed!
Its armor's too strong.
It'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it.
Magnificently done.
Dance in the wind!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Field! This'll come in handy. Magic is out! Cyclone! Hit! One last
Make it
one!
rain!
All yours, Kisara.
Well then, let's keep moving.
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now.
Are we gonna get going or what?
Out of our way!
Eat dirt!
Now you see what I can do!
Sealed!
In a bind?
The flashing part's their weak point!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Nail struck!
How about this?
Where are you going? I can't feel I'll bring you back from death. On guard! Resuscitation!
Piercing roar!
Can you take it, Martin?
Here, far enough!
Here goes!
Going in!
This one's all mine!
In here!
Burn in hell!
Bullseye! Art expert coming through! More for the stockpile!
Armor won't save you!
There! Mega Ray!
I'll thank you.
All disasters made one! Come forth and give us some purity!
Take this!
Nail struck!
In a bind?
Annihilation! Dance in the wind! Healing art! In here! Magic is out! Sealed! Annihilation! You get the gist.
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Cyclone! Dance in the wind! Here! Sleep now! Mega Ray! Close one! Blah, blah, blah! Crossblade! With the frost!
Ignite!
Now you see what I can do!
Searing flame! Where are you going? Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Annihilation! Oh, magic is out! I'll heal you all! Blah, 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 magic! In here! Hey, blah, blah, blah!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dana? Not to a Renin, they don't.
Here, let me help! First aid! Mega Ray! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Annihilation! Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Burn!
Magic is in! Sleep now!
Armor won't save you!
You get the gist. Now's our chance! Don't mind if I do! Seal! Cyclone! I'm sorry.
Come on! You have to hold on!
Elusive deity!
A new melody!
Rotating pile driver! Resonate with
Sometimes
the
the
earth!
best medicine
Where
is
are
the
you
toughest
going?
to swallow. Dance in the...
You require a hand.
Air thrust!
In a bind?
Ignite!
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Field!
Far enough!
I'll be saving this one! Radiant Pierce!
I'll smash you!
Piercing roll! Magic! Cyclone! Mount of ammo!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
I don't have much left!
In here!
Alright!
Here goes!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding this buck line. No sooner said than done.
Art seal! Will this help?
Take it, Red!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I'll heal you all!
This one's mine!
Dance in the wind! Healing circle!
require a hand.
Blah, 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 sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
It looks like we
Blah,
made a
blah, blah.
mess.
It's in the sky! Close one! This one's mine!
On a roll now!
Dance in the wind! Close one! Dance in the wind! Ready to go!
Denied!
I was overconfident.
I'll bring you back from death to this. Crossblade!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here I go. Dance in the wind. Field.
In a bind?
Oh, magic is there. Sweep now. Mega ray. Cyclone. You get the gist. In here. Healing circle. More for the stockpile. Oh, magic is there. Sleep now. I'll heal you all.
Going in.
Healing circle. Magic is there.
Thanks.
Sorry, can't be
How do you
happening.
like being pounded into shape? Piercing roar. Going in. I'm ready. Piercing far enough. Going in.
Eat dirt!
The earth throbs in pain.
One's mine. Look sharp. Here goes. So now you're getting serious?
Do it!
Sloppy.
I need to get stronger. This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp in.
Yeah, there's lots of plants and wildlife here.
I know, and it all looks freaking delicious too!
Who said anything about eating them?
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Hi, Hoodle. In here. Mega ray.
Not today!
Right here. I got
Resonate with the earth!
In here. Art
No
expert coming
further.
through. Blah, blah, blah. Magic. Psychic.
Go in.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor,
Then let's keep pressing.
You're more comfortable at a
Indeed.
range, aren't you?
but remain
I'm
ever
not really
vigilant.
built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry, I'll help you keep a wide guard.
Let's refrain from losing.
Go no further.
This one's mine.
Sleep now.
Tiger blade.
Crown blade. Into the dance in the. It's a duel of the eye. Annihilation. Dance in the wind.
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. In here. This will come in handy. Cyclone. Back into the fray. Here goes.
I'm ready! We managed to pull through.
Out of my way.
Dance in the wind.
Like
Feel
logs
the
to the
speed.
flame.
I'll be saving this one. In here. Blah, blah, blah. Cyclone. Rock and wait. I never miss.
airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Sleep now.
Here goes!
No further!
Make it rain!
Any injuries?
Get lost! Dance in the wind!
Resonate with the earth!
Magna Ray! Going in here! Magna Ray!
Can you take it?
Armor won't save you!
Blah, blah, blah! That's
This one's mine!
I can handle it! This one's mine! Denied!
Dance in the wind!
I'm ready! Ha! Elusive! Let's refrain from losing.
I won't forgive you.
In here!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Sleep now.
Here's a healing arm! Cyclone! First aid! Never mind if I do! In here! Do it! Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! Searing Flare!
So no armor can stop me!
Remind me to
Can't
stay
get
out
out
of
of
this.
this!
One more!
Nicely done.
My heart skipped a beat there. Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could... Oh? Yeah. Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it. Great.
I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her. Hm.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it. From both of them.
Hootle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, off we go.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Little help! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Carve through armor!
Mega Ray! Sealed!
Look sharp! One more!
Annihilation!
This one's mine!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Too much to handle? Sweet dreams! Annihilation!
I'll stop its charge!
So those
Thanks,
are Dan
Kisara.
and Astral Arts.
Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep pointed toward the enemy.
Looks like we got them all. I wonder if we can use this. Out of my way!
Lightning condemned! Sleep now! Art expert coming through! Magic is there! Sleep now!
Far enough!
This will come in handy! Blah blah blah! There! Divine savior!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Where are you
Just
going?
as well, I'm here to stop.
Sweet dreams! Here I go!
Better come over. Here, let me help.
Lightning!
I'm ready!
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer! Now that's what I call ice.
Together, I knew we could do it.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies! Go no further!
In a bind?
In here!
I'll face you.
Lightning condemned! They're surrounding us! Annihilation! Mega I'll be saving this one!
Ignite!
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade!
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm observed.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that.
I'm out of it! Blah blah blah! Magic! Holy land! Lightning meteor! Do it! Here's another!
All yours, Kisara.
I suppose swords have their uses.
The size was a bit much, though.
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Hup! All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Yeah! Reel it in. I'll get you next time. Hup. Reel it in. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Nothing's biting. Hup. I've got something. She's got a good size to her, all told.
That flapper was a true fighter.
Hup. Reel it in. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Ha! got a good feeling about this one. I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
You tamed a real beast.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Judging by the stat... Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. I do believe it's about time that I retire. Shall we get moving? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Feel it! And again! You want to play?
Carve through armor!
Sleep now!
Resonate with the earth!
Airborne beast! Magic is there! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Feel! I'll be saving this way!
Take this!
Here goes!
I'm ready!
Freeze, Lancer! Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! Here I go! Raging Cascade!
Stalagmite!
In here! Searing Flame! I'll be saving this one! Freeze, Lancer! Searing Flame!
Here's the roar!
Radiant Here! Do it!
Outfit! In an instant! Impact Cross!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart! When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Elusive deity!
Mega Ray! Whoa! Hey! One at a
In a
time!
bind?
Can you take it? Take this!
Tiger Blade! Photon! Dance in the wind! Feel!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Mega Ray! Lightning Orb! Let's go!
No further!
Here goes! Here's Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Their arts were interrupted!
This one's mine! Dance in the wind! In here! Reload!
Take this!
Lightning Conduct! In here! Holy Land!
Prepare to be sealed! I'm ready!
Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Elusive deity! Devastating pile driver! Take this!
Mega
Here
Ray!
goes.
On guard!
One last one.
In a bind?
Like
Shattering of pieces!
Attack time!
On guard!
sleep now.
Take on!
This one's all mine!
Magic is there. Holy land.
Reload!
I'm ready!
I'm out of the
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen. I wonder if we can use this.
further!
Annihilation! Where are you going?
Armor won't save
Leave
you!
the agile ones to
Not
me.
on my watch! Lightning! In here!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Make it ready! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it? In the wind!
Not by a long
Shield.
shot.
The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that! Here's the healing art! First aid! Loud magic! In here! Cyclone! Quantum field!
Instinct sharpened!
Mega ray! Lightning annihilation! Do it!
Sion,
This one's got your name on it!
action to action! I'll face you!
How about this? Here! Sleep now!
Elusive deity!
Go time!
I'll be saving this one! Mega ray! Searing flame! Magic is there! Bright savior! Reload! Switch! Make it ray! One more! Lightning condemned! In here! Annihilate! Here goes! This'll come in handy! Magic is there! Divine savior!
We can really make weapons with this? Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh rending cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue. This one will be difficult to predict.
I never miss! Seal! I'm not so good with airborne targets. One more!
Ignite! Got
Make it
fire!
work! I'm frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All things
Seal! Whoa! Hey! One at a time!
Far enough!
Lightning condensed! In here!
All right.
Seal!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Make it right!
All yours, Kisara!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Let's see what you've got.
Lightning condensed! This one's mine! Seal! dream. Fight it. And again. In here.
You picked the wrong fight!
Holy Land Ray. Annihilation. Mega Ray.
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara! Stay calm.
Lightning
I shall
Ray.
provide assistance.
Sleep now. There. Go. Mega Ray.
Astral Art?
That's my cue.
Mega Ray.
Shut him down!
Divine Savior. Where are you going? Lightning Condemn. I can handle it. Searing Flame.
Blah, blah, blah.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Get you off
Less
the
talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Far enough.
Rising Wyvern!
Sleep now.
Searing Flame. Reload. More where that came from.
Damn it! Demon Fang!
Lightning Condemn. Searing Flame.
Rising Wyvern!
Magic is there.
In here.
Rising Wyvern! Burn!
Magic is there. Divine Savior.
Ready and
Mega
ready.
Ray.
Leave the enemy's arch to me.
All yours, Kisara!
Radiant Spear. Not on my watch. Lightning Condemn. Thunderbolt. Steel. Astral Energy. Full throttle. Mega Ray. Lightning Condemn. Thunderblade. Too much to handle. Lightning Condemn. Thunderblade. Searing Flame. Line.
I can feel my precision improving.
Coming through!
Lightning Condemn.
In a vine!
Art Expert coming through.
I'll smash you!
Severing Wind!
More for the stockpile.
Elusive deity!
Annihilate Field. Get on in there with the Expert. Take far enough. Rock, 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 rock. Divine Savior. Lightning Condemn. Mega Ray. Field.
Burn!
You get the gist. Field. Annihilation.
In a vine!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Mine!
Divine Kisara. Frozen.
Hammer!
Here I go. Lightning Condemn. Thundering Flame. Lightning Condemn. Searing Flame.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Magic is there. Divine Savior. Dance in the wind. Radiant Flame.
Ready and rare!
Magic is there.
Dragon Thrust!
I think I'm getting stronger. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
I wonder if we can use this.
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
Lightning to death! Searing flare! Sleep now! I'll be saving you! One more!
I'm ready!
Mega ray! Hit!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
I sure built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Seal!
Take this! You're
This will
mine!
come in handy. Not on my watch!
Resonate with the
In
earth!
here!
Explosive ring!
Seal! This one's mine! They're surrounding us! Searing flare! Reload!
You picked the wrong finish!
We're on the home stretch now!
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Lightning to death! In here! Get on in there with the others! Sleep now! Get on in there with...
I can carve through
Magic is real!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Dispose of the trash.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Here goes! Denied! More where that came from!
Another incantation ruined.
You got company! Hit!
Take this!
Healing Freeze Lancer!
No further!
Raging Cascade! Do it! Sleep Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Resonate with the earth! Certainly
In
not.
here! Where are you going? This will come in
ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Resonate with the earth! Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Burn in hell!
Go! Lord for the
Armor won't save you!
Seal!
Mine!
Take it!
One more!
Searing Flare! Reload!
Demon Tank!
Lightning! Still!
Thank you.
Searing Flare!
Leave the charges to me!
I'm all stuffed up! Blah, blah, blah! Annihilation! Sleep now!
Prepare to be sealed.
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
Then I'll have to keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I've...
All yours, Kisara.
My fists are crushing it out there!
It's courteous, son.
I'll take you all on.
Take this!
Sleep now.
Resonate with the earth!
I never fit.
You're mine!
The water blah 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 magic tidal wave.
Now you see what I can do!
Mega ray.
Demon Fang!
Sleep now.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Tidal wave.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Seismic rupture!
You're mine!
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry. We got... some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Right, here goes!
Feel.
Severing Wind!
Sleep not in your dreams. Raging cascade. Here. Here's a healing art. Freeze lancer. First aid. Hope this works. Radiant flood. Here. Blow.
with the earth! Stalagmite!
Healing circle.
Anything in armor is all mine!
You're helping me become a paladin.
For the good of all of us. There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold back!
In a bind?
Raging cascade.
Swallow blade!
Magic advance.
Elusive deity!
Seal. The water blah 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 magic tidal wave.
Demon Fang!
Could have been worse.
breakthrough!
Raging Cascade! Excited. Got you. In here!
Armor wall!
Save you!
Sweet now. You don't mind if I do. Raging Cascade!
Rising Wyvern!
Right! Raging
Line
Cascade!
free! What did they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
Milky place here!
Do it! Shazam!
Ready in an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed launch.
Magic is there!
Finish it!
Freeze Blaster!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Let's see what
Raging
we've got.
Cascade!
Take this!
Seal! Let's get you off the way. Here I go! Magic is there! Sleep now! Get on it!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Astral Voice?
That's
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Raging Cascade! Seal! I'll be saving
Finish
Megaray!
this!
Freeze Lancer! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday. Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
No choice!
Raging Cascade!
Right
They're
there with
surrounding
the
us!
earth.
Go!
This one's mine!
This one's mine! Hit! More when that came from!
Be still!
Here I go! Sleep now! Megaray! Seal!
Broken!
Alright! It's showtime!
Prepare to be seen!
It's here!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Resonate with the
Don't
earth.
take your eyes off the prize.
In a bind?
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Raging Cascade! Megaray! Seal!
Burn in hell!
Raging Cascade! I never miss!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Hey! Blow them away!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Hoodle?
An opponent like this should be easy.
In here! Not in your dreams! Here!
A new melody!
Sleep now!
Now you see what I can do!
Let's get you all tucked away! Excited! What does the wind? Raging
got flyers.
I've got in here! Let a marksman handle
Far
it!
enough!
I'll be
All
saving
yours.
this one! Seal!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that!
targeted!
Thunder Beam! Here!
Begin!
Here goes!
Here I come!
Yours are not the skills
There are
of just
still
any
more
warrior.
left. Save your combo. Here goes! We have to move.
Not today!
I'm all stuffed up. Primed and ready.
Can't get out of
Do it!
sight!
Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
Mega ray.
You're mine!
In here. Anything in order is all mine. Crossblade. Here's a healing arm. Take that. One last one. Here I go. Go. Lightning condemned.
Be still!
Thunder blade. Dance in the wind.
Elusive deity!
Air thrust.
Nicely done.
Whoa.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Now you see what I can do!
Can you take it?
Searing Flame! Reload!
Severus?
Radiant Pierce! Forward!
Dragon War, burn! Now, who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses the Lord?
Lightning Lightning condensed! In here! I'm magic for blah 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 magic! Mega ray! Close one! You get the gist. Blah blah blah. Take care of... I'll bring you
You pay for that!
I'll bring you back from
Anything in armor is all
I'll
mine!
bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Here.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Sword Rain Alpha! It's on! Blow away! You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me help.
Denied!
Magic! Holy Land! Lightning condemned! Where are you going? Sleep now. I'll be saving this one. First aid! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Incantation ruined.
Lightning condemned! In here! Take it! Help this! I'm all stocked up! Annihilation! Mega ray!
Lost in pain.
Severing way!
No further!
Radiant pierce!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Resonate with the earth! Don't mind if I do! Healing someone! Ready to go! Feel! What can they
Stop
just
you
sit
dying?
still?
See ya. Can you take care of them?
No good send an army to me!
Milk right here!
Dance in the wind! Annihilation!
You picked the wrong fight!
Just close one!
I'm ready!
I'm ready! Raging Cascade! Feel! Searing Flame! Sweep now! Get on in there with the other one! Magic is there!
Sonic thrust! Finish it!
All yours, Kisara! Resonate with the earth!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I'll shoot down any foe that... It stands in our way. Out of our way!
Raging Cascade! Feel! Annihilation! Magna Ray! Sweep now!
In a bind?
The waters of magic is there! Tidal Wave! Catapult! Lightning! This one's mine!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let us
I'm ready!
handle it!
Here I come! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well
Raging
together.
Cascade!
Like a finely timed waltz.
Sweep now!
Burn in hell!
Magna Ray! Freeze Lancer!
We managed to pull through. We finally made it. Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Have you... You guys checked your equipment lately?
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
I think I'll read my book a little more.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, One becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Forgive you! In here!
Resonate with the arm! Being interrupted, armor won't save you!
Sleep now! You get the gist! Tidal wave!
A new melody! Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
In here! Don't mind if I do!
Begin!
Where are you going?
You're not!
Raging Cascade! Sleep now!
No further! Impressive, Dohalim.
Do it!
Float like a butterfly and
Hey! Blow them away!
There's more where that came from. will be a delicious piece of cake.
Resonate with the earth. You picked the wrong fight.
In here.
Take this. Rising Wyvern.
Seal.
Resonate with the earth.
The water. Magic is there. Tidal wave.
Fine free. Why can't they just sit still? Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Raging Cascade. Annihilation.
Now you see what I can do.
Mega Ray. Sleep now.
I'm not done.
Freeze Lancer.
Heal away. Tornado Drive.
Raging Cascade. Breath.
I'm ready. Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
That's no ordinary enemy.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Not in your dreams.
Can you take it? Forward
Here I go. In here. Freeze Lancer. One more. Here goes.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Raging Cascade. In here. One more. Do it.
An astral arch?
That's my shield.
Yours are not the skills of just any
Shut him
warrior.
down.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and talented.
Raging Cascade.
Here, let me help.
With the armor won't save you.
First aid. Raging Cascade.
Here I come.
Sleep now.
All mine.
Reload.
Blew away.
Freeze. I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best. Hi, Hoodle. In here.
You're mine.
Tail.
Turn in hell.
Mega Ray. The water's
Stay calm.
magic is
I shall provide assistance.
Mega Ray. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
The enemy wields armor.
You'll see about that. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
In here.
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Seal. No complaints from me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Attack time! Raging Cascade! In here! In a bind? Soaring Blast! Raging Cascade! In here! Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here.
Close one! Raging Cascade!
Eat dirt. Okay.
Raging Cascade!
Sealed!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I can feel my precision improving.
I shall ensure you survive
Let the
this.
marksman handle this. I never miss! Raging Cascade! Radiant Spear! Sealed! In here! Mega Ray! Tidal Wave! Not on my watch! Searing Raging Cascade! Sleep now! Into the shadow! Freeze Lancer!
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
In here! Banana! Let's go! Radiant! Here!
I'm ready!
I'm out of
Try
ammo!
this.
Watch and break!
Explosive ring! I can feel my power growing!
Whoa!
Come one, come all!
Raging Cascade!
Heal!
Sleep now! Healing Circle!
Why'd you heal me?
In here!
To stop you dying?
I never
right.
miss! I'll be baby! Art sealed! The water's
Eagle ray!
magic is out! Tidal Wave! Searing Flame! I'm also Raging Cascade! Sleep now!
Eat, sir! We've turned the tables on
Magic
them.
is
There
out!
are still more left.
Right,
Sleep now.
no time to hold back.
Tidal Wave! I'm also Raging Cascade! Sealed!
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm observed.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that. Seems about right to me.
I'm not afraid.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?